You guys see that back part of the house over there? Well, today we're starting to build a balcony right over there. And this will be our second balcony because we already have one over here, and the plan is to do something just like this, but in the back side of the house, because here is where the jungle view is, and it will be a waste to just don't have a balcony all the way up here. No, this is not just gonna be a balcony over here, because down there, over those water tanks, there is gonna be a deck that is gonna cover all until the corner of those water tanks. And there's gonna be stairs down with another platform over there. But we're starting small, just with a balcony for now. We're gonna wait until the dry season when we can start digging holes over there and working with concrete. Because right now, the rainy season is not gonna let us do that. Are you ready to work? I'm gonna start welding over here in a second. And the biggest downside of not planning this through and not thinking this through right when I built this whole structure of the house is that now I have to cover everything with this paper so the welding sparks just don't crack the glass. Because a single spark going straight into the glass would definitely break my windows, and those things are way too expensive to risk them. Honestly, I kind of missed working with other thing different than drywall. I miss just cutting metal, welding stuff, just making squares every once in a while with metal stuff. That is awesome, because so far what I've been doing is just drywall, putting screws, building walls, doing electrical, and to be honest, that is not that much fun when you do it for way too long. All of the main supports for the balcony are already in place. I just finished welding this one over here, which was the last one. And now it is time for the angle braces. I have to do it just how I have it on this side with this metal beam going at an angle. I have to do that on that side as well, and that's mostly because it's a thin metal. It's 1/16 of an inch thick, and that is not going to be able to hold that much weight. I mean, it could definitely resist some weight, but it's risky if you're just walking on a deck and then all of a sudden everything just bends down and then you fall to the 3-meter fall that I have in the back of the house. starting to get dark over here. I'm gonna call it because I cannot see very much to weld, and it's also starting to rain and it's getting windy, so can't continue working out here while that is happening. It's also very windy. By the way, the cover in the door for the welding sparks didn't last that much because it's super windy right now, so I'm gonna have to call it here. I just put this one in place. We're gonna do a total of 4 of them, one under each of the horizontal beams, and that is gonna help distribute all the weight that's gonna go on the balcony and send it back to the main structure of the house. It's some sort of reinforcement for the balcony, but it's not gonna be holding that much weight. It's just me, and I'm like 180 pounds. By the way, check out the sunset, and there is a moon. Holiday gift shopping can be a bit stressful, right? You always have this friend or relative in your list that it's a bit difficult to shop for, and you end up getting them a pair of socks or a cup with a name on it, but that is not something that they really wanted. But fear no more, I got a solution for it. This year, all my presents are coming from Uncommon Goods. If you want something that is original, unique, handmade, this is the right place to get it. They have got this big selection of one-of-a-kind gifts made by independent artists, small businesses, things that you won't find anywhere else. It's kind of a treasure hunt, but for thoughtful gifts. I couldn't help myself, so I got my Christmas present already, and I already opened it. To be honest, I am impatient. I couldn't help myself. This right here, I got from Uncommon Goods. It's a speaker, a retro speaker, a radio, and I can also charge my phone on top. It's the best Christmas gift I have ever gotten, and I got it for myself, so that's awesome. And unique pieces like this one is what you can expect to find at uncommongoods.com. So if you haven't gotten your presents yet, just go ahead and click the link in the description and go to uncommongoods.com and get all the amazing gifts that you want for this season. And big shout out to Uncommon Goods for supporting this channel. Now, let's get back to work. So we're gonna call it there for today and continue working over here on the drywall business. This is ready to be sanded, and I'm going to start applying more mud on that back wall, or just keep going up here as much as I can. Oh, wait a minute. Forget about doing drywall. This is my drywall paste, and I'm just realizing that I left this right next to the door. It was open, and the wind just blew away the cap. I don't know how long ago, but my drywall mud is solid. It's rock hard, so can't do mud tonight. There's not much more that I can do tonight, more than just sanding the drywall that I had already in place, because I'm gonna need another bucket of drywall mud to do that part in the back, which I'm actually not too excited to start working on. Drywall is always a mess, and I always end up like this, and the whole house just ends up being a complete mess. So every time I do drywall, I'm like, I like it, but I know that the next day I'm gonna have to spend 5 hours cleaning everything. So we're gonna get to that once we get to that. This greenhouse turned out to be such a great idea. I'm harvesting tomatoes in the middle of the night. Got a bunch of them over here completely ripe, and we're gonna use them for dinner. some salmon. Here. And just like that, we have made dinner from things that we found in the greenhouse. Not the salmon, this one came from a supermarket because I don't have salmon over here, obviously. But Roger's enjoying his salmon without seasoning. I'm gonna have some delicious dinner and we're gonna go to bed right now. Who wants some num-nums? Come here, beautiful pups. One for you as well. Sí, terminé la vaina que tenía que hacer.
¿Qué cantidad de gasolina?
Es un poquito nomás. Lo había dejado con un poquito de gasolina. Today I have switched workplaces and I am at my dad's farm. This one right here, this is his farm. If you remember, we were here a few years ago cutting down some trees to mill them for wood, and we're back here to do the exact same thing. My dad needs some help with cutting some of these trees that he planted for wood, and he wants to use that wood now that the trees are pretty much ready. So we're here to help him do that. Oh, there goes one. We're just laughing because we did cut that one like 10 minutes ago, so we've been just waiting for it to crack and fall down. We kind of left like a little chunk in the middle without cutting, and then the wind just pushed it down. That way is way safer for us than just being right next to it with a chainsaw while it is falling down. This is my dad's farm. He's got this 7-acre farm where he grows most of the food that he eats, and about 25 to 30 years ago he planted a bunch of these timber trees that you see in the back. He planted that with the idea of someday using them for timber, and today is that day. So he asked me to come over here with a chainsaw and help him cut down some of these trees to then later on mill them and have some wood. I think he wants to build a house somewhere there in the back, but I don't know what the plan with the wood is yet. He just asked me to come over here. And to be honest, I couldn't be happier to be spending some quality time with my dad. Growing up, he was always busy working and providing for me and my siblings. And now my dad is 75 years old and the roles have been inversed. I'm the one that is always busy working, and sometimes I don't have enough time to come down here. But whenever I can, I just come. I like spending time with him, doing whatever he wants to do and just helping him around. It feels good. He's growing a bunch of things. He's growing beans, he's growing sugarcane, avocados. He even has a coconut tree over there in the back. This guy is on everything. He's 75 years old, but he has the energy of like a 25 years old person. I just hope that when I get to that age, I still have the same spirit and energy as him. ¿Cómo va la cosecha?
Porque me dijo que venía como a las 6 por ahí a cortar una hierba.
We're living it here for the day. We only cut down 4 trees and spend most of the time talking. We spend the whole day over here, but about 90% of the day was just us talking, telling stories, laughing, and doing fun stuff. And now it's time for me to go back home. My dad's staying here at this farm, and I'll see you guys when I get home.